Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Good to hear.
Pretty good.
Good start
Just
to the year. Well, I
busting
suppose
a
we've had a
sweat.
couple episodes, but
Just hit a year. Like we're almost in February.
I know, but we're a month down. Has it been a good start to the year so far? Lots of games and all that sort of thing. It's a segue into our updates.
Well, heaps of games. Or who knows? Maybe, maybe not.
We've got 2 months of games to cover for our first patch updates of 2022, covering our December stuff. Which, wait, did we do it up? No, we didn't do an update at the end of 2021. I think.
No, we didn't.
So the up kind of covering everything we've played from December through to January. You may or may not have a few. I have a few and a few platinums in there, but I've highlighted those in recent episodes, so I won't dive too deeply into those. Kick things off for us, Matto. What have you been playing lately?
All right. So, if I can remember correctly, I couldn't. I don't know. So 2 months of trying to figure out what I played. I did go through all my whatchamacalleds and whatever.
Trophies and achievements and all that sort of stuff.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure the first game of December was one of my top 5 games of the year, which was Scarlet Nexus.
Oh,
we
yeah,
did
good.
talk about this
Yep.
last week.
In our Game of the Year episode, yeah.
Game of the Year, our patches,
Patches.
as we call them. And yeah, it was a game I saw. I can't remember when the trailer came out. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember.
Year before, because I think it was one of those ones at the Xbox event where there was no gameplay.
Ah, yes. The old completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was one of those.
The old world premiere presentation of games.
So not last year then, that was 2020, sorry.
That was 2020.
Yeah.
Wow, 2 years ago. Yeah, so finally got around to playing that, and it's okay.
Well, it's a Game of the Year
It was, yeah.
title for you, or top 10, top 5 Game of the Year, sorry. Was it top 5 for you? Yeah.
Top 5, yes, it was top 5. But it's, I would say, what did you say? It's your standard Japanese cutscenes of one talking, then it talks to the other, just no animation whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
And I reckon half the time I was just skipping it. I was like, I don't care. I know something exciting happening.
Most people are the same.
Blah, blah. Well, half the characters are annoying anyway. I was like, just stop talking.
So it was all about the gameplay.
All about the gameplay. Not about... There was a story there somewhere. I was like, eh. You sort of pick up. You sort of pick up on it, you go, oh yeah, this and that. And you sort of start to pick things apart. And then you're wrong. It goes in another way. It does the old M. Night Shyamalan.
They pump
but it's a better twist than old M. Night Shyamalan.
What a twist!
So,
yeah.
Oh, what a twist! That is. I haven't heard that saying in years. Completely forgot about it, actually.
I don't really know why that just popped in the head, but yeah, what a twist!
It's the old robot chicken days. But played that, finished it. It is, what would you call it? You can play it again because you pick 2 characters. There's like 2 stories.
Yeah, there's the male and female protagonist.
Yeah, I did the female. Then I got bored. I thought, I'm not playing this again. I'm not playing 30 hours of probably the exact same story. I'm not doing
with he
60
instead
hours.
of she, and
yeah. And I like the other characters on the other teams and all that because I don't hear from them. But if I do play it, I'm probably gonna hate them too because they'll just keep talking like, just shut your face.
That's fair.
But we finished that. Then we moved on to our next game, which was another one of my top 5 game of the year.
I really should have paid more attention to what you said last week.
But it's also, pretty sure it's in your top 10.
Oh, right, okay.
It might have been your number 2. I could be wrong on number 2. Was Metroid
Metroid
Dread
yeah.
your number 2?
Yeah, Metroid, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I thought, pick that up for a bargain. I thought, buy this, play it. Great game. That's all I can say.
It's amazing.
It is great. The animation, the flow of it is just... I was surprised. I think I wasn't expected to like just do this, do that. Like, oh wow, this is great.
It's still super old school in a bunch of ways, but it actually works in the modern setting.
Yeah, it's just pretty much the exact same Metroid games, whatever Metroid game you played, minus the steel bird.
Yeah, no Ridley.
And then there's a twist in that one too, and that's an even better twist than Scarlet Nexus.
Well, only because it makes sense.
Does make sense. Surprisingly for a Nintendo game, it's just like, what?
Yeah, and there's actually a story that doesn't look like they've retroactively changed stuff to be like, oh yeah, no, there's multiple timelines. Yeah, Zelda, I'm looking at you.
Or the princess has been kidnapped again.
Oh well, there's that. At least it makes sense. It's just unoriginal.
Yes. Or hey, everyone, want to go for a race and throw shells at each other? Sure, let's do that 9 times.
I mean, to be fair, no one ever plays Mario Kart for the story.
Yeah. What story?
Exactly. It's
just the evil Luigi death stare as you drive past them.
I mean, that's environmental storytelling. It's the looks Luigi gives you while he's driving that really paint a picture of just how cutthroat Mario Kart is.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks every time you throw that big blue shell at the leader and just go, haha. Right at the end of the race too. But we're not talking about Mario Kart. That's for another time.
Exactly.
But back to Metroid Dread, and I decided when coming up to enemies to do the stupid way of just firing your gun and hope for the best. Bad idea.
Doesn't work,
especially on the final boss. Shooting, just straight up shooting, does not work.
It does, but you kind of need to use that to flush out more missiles. The missiles are the ones that are really your big heavy hitters. Yeah. And it's just survival until you can get enough missiles to keep doing the job, and it just cycles and cycles and cycles.
And also, I think you said this once before, missiles are your friend.
Yeah.
But they are definitely
spam them. Go nuts with them.
Missiles are your friend, lava's bad.
Yeah.
Unless you get the suit. Don't stay away from the lava.
Until you get the suit.
Yes, that is correct.
And don't hesitate to go and explore the world even after you finish the game, because there's heaps of cool stuff to find.
Is there?
Oh yeah. Oh, like just from other upgrades and all those sorts of things, and even just some of the experiences of going to collect certain some of the certain canisters or whatever, which you don't need. You've already beaten the game, and you've proven you're capable of beating the game without it. But like the way that you need to get them, like you can really see like the quality level design that's gone on. And in terms of like we'll connect the dots, what you do over here in one room, that how it kind of strings all the way through and allows you to do something in another. It's brilliant. And for anyone who's not heard enough about that, myself and Bryce DeWitt from the House of Mario did a review discussion, so it's on the Patch podcast feed as well as the YouTube channel.
Yes, and I spent last 2 hours of that game trying to find missile upgrades because badly needed them. Big time. And then we finished that game because I was on my one game at a time.
Yeah, not one game a year.
Not
a great co-host if you're going to play one game for the year.
Be talking about the same game every month.
So hang on. So that's just like Damo before he left, right? Genshin.
Yeah. There you go.
R.I.P.
Next, he'll be back one day.
Yeah, one day.
When? We don't know.
Yeah, no one
just
knows.
casually just turn up. He might come through Paul's door now. No, it doesn't.
Nice pregnant pause. I like that. All right, what's next?
Next game is Hyrule Warriors. Not Age of Calamity, the first one.
Oh, the original one. Right, okay.
The original one.
Why'd you go back?
I play that one. Haven't played it.
Oh,
so I thought maybe I should play it.
It feels like a big downgrade, though, because you've played Age of Calamity.
I haven't played it. I only played the demo. I haven't played the full game yet. That's on the list of games to play for my 25 games. And you play one level, it's pretty much the same. That's the way I look at it. Just the old slash and hack technique.
Yeah. I mean, that's all it is. It's what a Musou game is. It's just like there's a crowd and you just bash and crash your way through them, take out as many as you can. When your Musou meter's full, use it. Like all those sorts of things. It's just clear out the crowd as much as you can. The objectives pop up, but they're never too outrageously difficult. Every now and then you might need to change which character you're playing as. There's a few on the map or whatever, but it's the same formula. It doesn't matter whether it's Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, Dragon Quest, Persona, whatever it is. It's all the same sort of thing, which is great.
And it is really disappointing when you go your one character, go to the next one, and they got a shitty weapon, and you just go, "Why aren't you dying so quickly?"
Pretty
Go
much.
from Link's Master Sword, which is just ridiculously powerful, to someone's
Some
book.
dickhead with a stick.
Some dickhead with a magic stick that's not very magic, but doesn't do very much.
They try their best.
They're doing their best. You're just not that good
Just
enough
fuck
yet.
off. Let's get the OG back.
Get out of here. Get Link back in and just swing around. Then finish that one.
And still a better game than Breath of the Wild, by the way.
Anything's better than Breath of the Wild. Even the Majora's Mask game that's coming out in February on Nintendo Online.
Majora's Mask is way better.
Yeah, but if anyone's ever played hasn't played the 64 version of Majora's Mask, you're gonna be in for a fun time. Unless they give you the easy version of it, then.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, it's a weird one because there's even, obviously the 3DS, like there's a 3D version on the 3DS, it's improved, there's a whole bunch of quality of life stuff. They're obviously not going to put that version up there, so it's just going to be weird to play a game that's clearly worse than a more recent version of the game they've put out there.
Yes, good work, Nintendo. They will enjoy the part where you save at the owl, and then when you return the game, that save deletes and you can't go back. Fun times.
Oh, look, we've got save states for that, so hopefully we won't have that issue.
No, world of pain, that's what I say. Next game. One of my other top 5 games of the year. Forza 5. I thought I'd go back to that for a little bit, just because I haven't played it for a while. Guess what? It's still fun.
Good.
Still fun. Just driving around, having a grand old time in some stupid car I purchased. None of these fancy things. That's just silly.
No,
That's the one good thing about Forza, unlike Need for Speed or Gran Turismo. I don't know about Gran Turismo, but they always go for the big fancy fast cars, where Forza just goes, here's a big selection of cars and you can pick whatever the hell you want.
GT's definitely going to let you just have the fancy stuff. They want to make that thing look as good as possible.
You're gonna have to.
That's their thing. That's their thing.
Fancy car. Always has been.
It's going to look way better than what Forza Horizon does, and possibly even Motorsport later in the year. But whether it's a better game, though, that remains to be seen.
Oh, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Then I didn't finish that one because I don't see with sports games that there is an ending to sports games.
Sports racing, there isn't an end.
There isn't any. But the big one that I started off the start of the year, I decided to get playing, was The Witcher. The first one.
Oh, the original, that's right, because you're going to play all 3. Good.
All 3.
How's it going so far?
Wow. All I can say is, I'm so glad some of the things that they did in 1, they didn't do in the other 2 games. Like the combat system.
Oh, it improves significantly to 2, and then obviously considerably again for 3.
The combat system in the first one's like you would have played Dragon Age.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, no, I've played the original Witcher.
Well, no, actually, Knights of the Old Republic's probably a better one, because you have played.
I mean, I've played the original Witcher too, but as in the original Witcher game as well. But yeah.
Yeah, and the combat's just not
great.
There's
similarities, KOTOR. You're just kind of flailing your sword around and numbers spill out.
Just minus your other 2 team members, that's pretty much it. It's just you. But you do see the early days of the book reading, as you really does help you. It did help me in this game, that's for sure. I was there getting killed by some stupid animal, and then put some oil on my sword and bang, dead in 5 seconds. I thought. In The Witcher 2, I didn't even do any of that stuff. I don't know how the hell I finished that game with no reading of books or anything. I just winged it. But I finished that game. It's done.
Good. How long did it take you?
2 more to go. It took me 38 hours.
Right, okay.
15 of that's probably got sidetracked. Try to do stupid side stories that had no enjoyment whatsoever.
I mean, that'll be your real problem when it comes to Witcher 3 is, getting distracted by all the side stuff.
Like frying pans and trees and...
the Bloody Baron and all that.
Bloody Baron. Oh, Gwent. Oh, I'm so glad they got rid of Dice Poker. Oh, man. Massive improvement. I hate Dice Poker. It's rigged. 100% rigged, that game.
But Gwent's like S tier distraction.
Oh, yeah. because it actually makes you have to think. It's not a game of chance or rigged or being rigged. Like, oh, I've got this game in the bag, and then they throw like the most ridiculous numbers. You go, that's bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas with this, it's you can outplay them.
Yeah,
it's fine.
easy.
Still, yeah, just like unbelievably distracting too. It's addictive.
It is. I want to. It's like Pokemon cards. It's just gotta collect them all.
I've got somewhere. I don't know where I've got them. Actually,
What? Actual Pokemon cards?
No. Well, yes, somewhere I've got those too. But
Gwent?
Yeah, Gwent cards.
Wait, they're actually real?
Yeah, hang on. Keep talking to everyone watching. I'll go get them. I can see them.
I don't know what else to talk about.
Is that your final game?
That's my final game.
Talk about how excited you are for The Witcher 2. I don't know.
Witcher 2. Oh, The Witcher 2 is going to be an absolute doozy of a game. I haven't played it for a while, which is good. It's probably going to look terrible. Trying to think what else is in there. It's going to be very, very interesting to go back to that as well. Because I actually play the game properly and read the goddamn books, do some potions. Oh, thank God you're back.
It's only a few seconds. Yeah, there's like special collector's editions of the DLC
Oh,
they
wow.
put out. Like it just came with a code, but then within those,
A game?
so that's the code. There's flick through all that, and then here we go.
Oh, wow.
Gwent deck, and that's just in like this one was the Blood and Stone one. They gave you there's 4 different sets that you get in the end. Got the North there. There's Nilfgaardians. The other one will have probably Skellige and
Skellige. Was it Scoia'tael?
I can't remember what they all were now.
There was a green one. There was Monster. I know definitely no Monster.
Yeah, so this one, the Blood and Wine one has Nilfgaard and the Northern Realms, and then the Hearts of Stone DLC has monsters and Scoia'tael, not Skellige, because obviously that was kind of a late game thing that they injected in. So
yeah, there you go.
And I got 4 different decks of Gwent cards, so I could 100% play the real game for legit. Then there's the cards, there's counters, all that sort of stuff. It's all in there.
And if anyone wants to know the age-old question, do you need to play The Witcher to understand the other 2 games? The answer is no.
Thankfully not.
No, because every character in that game, you probably don't see him at all, except for Triss.
It's more. Yeah, there's Triss, and then there's kind of The Witcher 2, where there's more characters, a bit more crossover going on there.
Oh no, wait, Dandelion and Zoltan are in there, but that's it.
Yeah, but I guess Dandelion's not even as important in The Witcher 3 as he is in the show. Like he's more important in the show than he is. Have you watched The Witcher TV series yet?
Yeah, I've watched it all.
Holy shit, it's so good. Question, because I've been having this conversation with other people.
I haven't listened to the 2 songs yet. You already asked me that last week. Okay. No, I forgot to listen to them because I was going to do it this week. I'll write down. So
toss a coin to your Witcher versus Burn Butcher Burn. That's the age-old question. All right, so there are your games. So what do you see yourself playing over the course of next month? Are you going to try and knock off The Witcher 2 in Feb, or by the end of Feb, or going to give it a little break?
Give it a break for about a month.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't want to leave Witcher 2 too long, because Witcher 3 is obviously going to command so much more time.
It's either 2 ways I'm going to do it. Go to clear out the 25 games in the first 6 months, and then leave The Witcher 3
for the second half of the year.
For the second half of the year, because I'm going to need those 6 months to finish that game.
Especially with new releases that'll be coming along the way as well.
Yes. But I'll probably play the Mafia games in the meantime.
That'd be right.
And maybe not. Maybe Boy Simulator will come later in the year.
Yeah, God of War's still on track for the second half of the year. So, but I suppose you've still got a PS4, so you can play it on that if you don't get a PS5.
I've never looked into it.
Is this the year that you think you'll get a PS5?
Well, maybe. Depends. It has to involve little to no effort to find.
I can help with that.
No. I do it myself. No, I just walk into somewhere and go, oh, there's a PS5 there. I'll buy it. Well, I've already done that twice and just ignored it, so 3rd time's a charm.
More for you, yeah. All right, that's fair. All right, on my end, I've got a fair few as I whip out my phone to bring up all my trophies. So everything started. I'm going to kind of go mostly sequential order, and then at the end focus on my current addiction at the moment. Cricket 22 is where things started, though. I was playing that for review for the website, so it was great to beat up on the Poms there, just like the Aussies were beating up on the Poms in the real game. I mentioned a sequence of 6 platinum trophies I got in a row when we were doing, was it last week's episode? So began with a short hike, which people, I knew was meant to be really good, but people have been banging on about it and kind of encouraging me to play it for a long time. So I tried out a short hike.
Oh, is that the actual name of the game?
Yeah, it's called a short hike. Yeah.
How short is the hike?
If you're not trying to chase down trophies, then the hike's like less than an hour. Maybe an hour, maybe 2.
That is not a short hike. Not in my eyes.
I mean, you're not having to physically walk, so it's pretty reasonable.
Fair.
There was the 2 Santa's Workshop Platinums back to back. The less said about that, the better. But if you want to see what Santa's Workshop is like, the Player 2 Plays got you covered from Christmas Day. That was my gift to you, the Player 2 audience. Death's Door, we've obviously discussed that. Got the platinum for that. Got the drinks. Matto's going to be doing the same thing sometime soon. Bridge
just the umbrella.
Yeah, the umbrella run.
Just the umbrella.
Yeah, if you do the umbrella run, then you can get the platinum super easily at that point.
Yeah, all you got to do is just. I know there's a couple of boss tricks you got to do, as well in that.
To get the 100%.
For the platinum.
Oh, for the platinum.
For the platinum. Probably 100% it on Xbox.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't have much left to do. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, yeah, right. You've got to beat the bosses in certain ways. Light the witch on fire and all that when she's in the pot.
Throw a bomb into the frog's mouth. These aren't spoilers. You can actually see them. I think in your little trophy list. If I'm correct.
Yeah,
they're not like secret trophies or anything.
Exactly.
And if so, we do you a favor by trying to figure out if they are secrets.
Yeah, it doesn't spoil. Like they're the bosses, and you don't even it's not do this to beat them. Like then what we've said in the trophies and achievements, they don't tell you how to beat them. It's just like do this once. If you do this once, that'll pop an achievement. It's like doing a unique attack. You can totally beat them without doing that stuff. Bridge of Spirits, I cleaned up the platinum for that. The big one out of the whole lot, outside of Death's Door, I guess, which had there were stakes attached to that. The big one beyond that was God of War, going back and replaying God of War 2018, Boys Simulator, and getting the platinum for that one. Had to get through the Valkyries for that, which was not easy. The Valkyries are real hard. That's some Dark Souls sort of combat shit. That. Then to stuff that I've been playing more recently. So kind of stuff that I've been playing in the new year. Pray for the Gods, which is basically a Shadow of the Colossus knockoff. I started playing that, was having a great time with it, and they've got some weird save bullshit wrong with the game. So I was going along, I think about a third of the way through the game, and then I was like, okay, it's time to record a Player 2 Plays, but I don't want to record one of the more recent bosses, so I'll go back and I'll do something firstly that I've already beaten, so I kind of don't make myself look like a fool in the recording, but also something that's not going to spoil too much narrative wise. So I'll start a new game and I'll save it separately and be fine. Little did I know is that just starting a new game basically just wiped my old one. It didn't even give me a say in the matter. You got one save game, it just wiped my save. So
oh no, it's the old days of gaming.
It's the old days. Save. Yeah, it was real weird.
One save spot.
And I had that. Oh, hang on, wait. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it didn't sync with the cloud, but it did. Like my save synced with the cloud, so I couldn't go back and sort that out either. So, is what it is. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. Love Shovel Knight, and finally a new Shovel Knight game's come out. I think, well, we mentioned it in the predictions thing. Obviously, we've seen a new game from it super recently. I still think Shovel Knight 2 will come out before the year is out. But Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon, I've now finished the campaign with that, and I'm looking to do it with a few of the other characters. There's quite a few unlocks and all those sorts of things, but the main objective is finished. Really enjoying that. Maybe I'll go for the platinum at some point, but there's a fair bit involved with that one. I'm replaying, and this is always the for fun part that I'm trying to make sure that I did this going into this year that I didn't do last year. I'm replaying SteamWorld Heist at the moment. Specifically playing it on the I love the SteamWorld games, SteamWorld Dig 2, Heist, Tower Defense, even back on the DS. And what's the other one? SteamWorld Quest on the Switch, which is still just exclusive to the Switch, which gives me the shits. But anyway, replaying Heist, this time on the PS4 so I can get the trophies on that one. And just enjoying going back to it. And like it's do you know much about any of the SteamWorld games?
No.
I mean, that's just a setting one, but like the Dig games are more like a little bit Metroidvania-y. Heist Quest is kind of a card-based RPG, which should have been a big deal breaker for me, but it actually worked. Heist is what's the best comparison? I'm just drawing blank on it now. I even reviewed it and made a comparison back in the day. I mean, it's kind of turn-based third-person shooting, so cover shooting as well. So you kind of navigating your party of three around the environment, and you're trying to land headshots and those sort of things. Your team has their round, and then the next, like the opposition's round begins, and there's a whole bunch going on. Check the game out. It's actually really, really good. I'm doing a horrible job of explaining it for you. One other, and then I'll focus on my current addiction. Nobody Saves the World, the latest game from Drinkbox, so Guacamelee, Severed, all that sort of stuff. The game is on Xbox. I got sent a code for review. The review's already up on the Player 2 website, so go check that out. Really, really enjoyed that. Again, more thoughts up on the website. But the game that I've been there's one other game I can't talk about at the moment. Where is it? It's up there
this is the old. You got to run out of trophies soon.
Well, I just won't have. Yeah, I won't have the right statue for it sooner or later. But now I do.
You're just knocking off every statue there. Like, it's a game with one of those statues. You've already knocked off one of them.
Yeah, we've already knocked off God of War. So, if there's remasters of, I don't know, Halo Infinite or The Witcher, Witcher 3, like I could be not overly subtle about that when the time comes.
Last of Us.
Last of Us is not getting a remaster I'm aware of, but anyway, there's a game there that I'm replaying at the moment, but Rainbow Six Extraction is the game I've been really diving into a lot in the last couple of weeks. I got sent a code. I didn't have to do the review on the website. Sean Nichols put that together, but myself, Matt, and Sean got codes. I've been playing a little bit with them. I've been playing with Ryan Betts and Max Cooper from the Pop Culturists, and I've been playing a lot with randoms in the last few nights, just jumping into just quick matches and playing and having an absolute blast. Like, I am hooked on a multiplayer game at the moment.
Oh, so you can actually play randoms?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was like,
and it's crossplay too.
Along.
So all you need to do is connect to your Ubisoft Connect account, and then that'll just be your bridge between PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever.
Oh, it's on Game Pass, so
and it's on Game Pass, yeah. So I don't know if there's a way, maybe through Ubisoft Connect there'd be a way that you and I could tee up playing, like we could party up via Ubisoft Connect, I'd imagine. I haven't tried to play with someone who I know on another platform yet. I've played with plenty of people who are on other platforms, but when I go to play with them, it just shows the little Ubisoft symbol. It doesn't actually show what platform they're on. Whereas if the person's on PlayStation, regardless of whether I know them or not, then a PlayStation logo appears as well.
I see.
So yeah, that's kind of their way of, like, if they're on the same platform, you'll know it. If they're not, you don't know whether it's Xbox or PC. But I'm loving it. Like, it's a co-op shooter. I am so down the well on this thing, and I'm completely shocked. Like, I really enjoyed it when I played it for a preview, so I guess take it as a grain of salt if people don't want to buy in. Like, yes, I got sent a code, yes, I got preview access, all that sort of stuff. But the full game's here. I didn't have to write the review. I believe my word. I think my words from the preview might be in an ad for the game though. So again, grain of salt. But I'm loving it. Like, I'm so hooked on this thing. It's so easy to go round after round after round. I'm finding the skill base of all the other players out there is like building up really quickly too. So I'm going out there with like some decent squads, even if it's just random matchmaking. I'm finding myself with people that I don't know, but actually are fairly decent, or at least like a basic understanding of what they should do. So it's going really, really well in that space. Like, I'm completely hooked on it now. So I don't miss it, especially if you got an Xbox. Get the game on Game Pass. There's no reason not to. But if you're on PlayStation, it's worthwhile picking up. It's a discounted price. In fact, if you buy the game, you're also like, regardless of your platform, but if you buy the game, you actually get a buddy pass that you can give to a friend so that they can come in and play with you as well. A bit like A Way Out or It Takes Two, that sort of idea that you basically just gift a free copy of the game to someone. So that's pretty awesome as well. There's cross-play and then cross-platforms and all that sort of stuff. So it's really, really good. I'm surprised. And I'm surprised that I'm kind of hooked on it because like there's plenty of awesome multiplayer titles out there that I've tried over the journey, but they don't stick. Because multiplayer is not usually my thing, but this is like if I get 20 minutes, I'm like, I reckon I can probably like each round is meant to go for 15 minutes. Like there's 3 objectives that you complete. Each objective is meant to go for about 15 minutes, but if I get the right party, then I'll get through it in less than 20 all up. So, and bank a few thousand XP and level my characters up and all that. Like and unlock more things. Like they've got a decent sort of system in there, and then on the trophy side of it, there's some. The trophies are actually great because they encourage you to do take out or use a takedown and move to take down this many nests. So rather than walking by, like the nests are where the little aliens kind of pop out of, their little red sacks that are kind of stuck on the floor or the wall or hidden behind a counter or those sort of things where the enemies all spawn from. If you're the sort that kind of runs on, you see them in the distance, you might shoot them down so that no enemies come out of it. The trophies are encouraging me to go and get up close and like melee them, so you just kind of walk up to them, knife them, and kind of rip the sack open that way. So like and again, the different sorts of things as well. Take out this many enemy or this type of enemy using this or whatever. It's encouraging me to play in different ways as well. So that, like, it's credit to them in that respect that the actual trophy/achievement list is actually fantastic because it does encourage other play styles as well. But yeah, I'm completely in love with the game, having a great time with it. You should totally get in on the action.
I'll try. Get on it right now.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah, don't. It might kill your connection for the show, but definitely pick it up, and maybe in the meantime we can work out how we can crossplay together. And we might actually do that, unlike Monster Hunter, because I'll guarantee, like, I'm committed to Extraction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I've played heaps. Like I'm quite well leveled up. I'm still unlocking characters as we go, but or operators as we go. But I am just like farming the first of the 3-4 like level like or kind of hub areas that you can go to. Just farming XP, completing all the little side objectives that you can get, which help unlock other stuff. I'm just like I'm so deep that I'm doing all that sort of stuff at the same time. So you guaranteed company if you jump in. Hell, even if you do it on a PS4, oh no, you'd have to buy the game there. If it doesn't work for us and you're keen, then you can obviously get it on the PS4 and you'd be able to play with me on the PS5 as well. So we've got those sorts of options too. It's definitely worth getting. I can't understate it enough. And coming from someone who doesn't play multiplayer stuff basically ever, especially multiplayer shooters, this is a good one. So consider picking it up.
Shocked.
Yeah, so am I still.
Coming from you, out of all people.
Still, shocked myself. And having to share my time between that and another game. One that I can say that I've got. I haven't actually started yet because I've been committed to the other game that is embargoed. But Dying Light 2 is a game that I've got as well.
The 500-hour special. The
500-hour one that apparently is only 20 if you're just trying to complete the campaign. So we've got a couple copies of that at the site. Myself and Matt Hewson are both playing it. The co-op isn't available to us apparently until launch, so we won't get to try that side of things out, which would have been great. But I'm keen to try that one out. I'm not mad for Dying Light. Like, I didn't really like the first one that much, but there's little bits that I've seen in this sequel that seems to speak to me. So, and again, co-op, when that unlocks day one, will also be a really fascinating aspect as well. So keen to try that one out. Just got to finish the other embargoed game first. So stay tuned for some thoughts on Dying Light from me over the course of the next month or so. And that's like that, as far as what I'll be playing. Like, obviously it's the other game that I'm currently embargoed on that I can't talk about. That's somewhere.
There's somewhere.
Yeah. It's in this room. It's on my PS5, just off camera, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Pokemon Arceus is coming out this week, so I'm keen to give that one a go. Unfortunately, we didn't get a code from Nintendo for that one in advance.
No.
So
even with your review ready Switch at all, they said you.
There's details to that I won't be disclosing on camera, but we don't have a review copy of the game, but until launch day. So look out for a whole bunch of RCS thoughts once the game comes out, but you won't get anything from us until after the fact. Beyond that, I don't know. I mean, the big one comes out this month. Horizon Forbidden West is like two weeks away ish, as of when, or 2.5, 3 weeks away as of when this episode goes up. So that is my big February game. That and Seafood, but especially Horizon.
Seafood?
Seafood, yeah.
As I said, what game is this Seafood you're talking about?
Oh, look, there's a game coming. I think it's coming to VR this year. That's called like Play with Your Food or something like that. There's games about anything these days. And again, we've both tapped a mayo jar 10,000 times. So
you've done it twice. I've done it once.
No, I've done it.
You've done it 3 times.
I've done it 4 times.
40,000 times. Wait. No, 120,000 times.
No, I don't think it came. I don't think the sequel came to Vitas. So maybe I've only done it 3 times. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm not a doctor. Maybe there was a PS4 and a PS5 version. Maybe that's where I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Either way, I'll try and check it out while we're wrapping things up. But yeah, that's it. Is there anything else you've thought of last minute that you see yourself playing over the course of the next month?
Let's have a look. I'm just having a quick look.
Oh, good. I'm just skimming through my trophies to check
maybe
my
I'll
name is Mayo.
Get onto the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity and see
how much better it is.
How much better it is than Shitty Witcher, which, let's be honest, it's not that hard to do. Weapon don't break. It already wins.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a great start. Looks like there was just a PS4 version for My Name is Mayo too. So
and maybe I'll give the old Banjo-Kazooie a go on.
Oh yeah, I'm keen to do that.
And see how confusing it is with the Switch Pro controller to try and figure out all the controls on that. Just like with Star Fox.
Is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's. I mean, we've gone through 2 months of games and actually managed to do it in fairly reasonable time, which is quite the shock. So wait for February's updates where it'll just be massive for completely inexplicable reasons. We'll just see what happens. If you've enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes more episodes of Patched, Player 2 Plays, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. Look, I got it right this week. There was no umming and ahhing and stuttering.
No, not even the mention of Platched.
Not Platched. Make sure to visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au. Kick it a few bucks, lower tiers early access, higher tiers monthly episode exclusives. And finally, there's Twitter. Matto?
You've been practicing that all week, haven't you?
No, but I was kind of in the game because I was recording a Player 2 Plays for that embargoed game before, so I kind of had myself in a bit of a rhythm already. Twitter, Matto?
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games for me. The website's player2au. And until next week, let us know in the comments what you've been playing, what you've been enjoying, whether it's comments on YouTube, social media, whatever the case happens to be. Get that dialogue going. We're happy to chat about what you're playing. Unless you're one of our bots on the YouTube channel, at which point you can fuck off. Thanks a lot for watching. See ya.